here they are, and what do you think of this matchup in particular?
So here the die roll was incredibly important, I have to say, and Gianluca won it. So basically we said that the dimension shifter, for example, in this type of matchup is incredible, honestly, against the super heavy samurai deck. But Gianluca seems super confident, honestly, and
did he brick and pass? Oh my God, no way! Gianluca wins and pass bricking completely. What a shame! Wow!
Incredible. And
there is the shifter from Lorenzo. What a difference, which at least can reassure Gianluca a little bit that the shifter was there, and that's by far the #1 card against Super Heavy.
And this was totally unexpected because basically, as we mentioned also throughout this weekend, I mean, in general, Super Heavy Samurai just needs one card to start things off. And by completely passing, it means that he must have drawn into the most, let's say, unplayable cards, and
just 5 hand traps, maybe.
Maybe.
And here we see the Marner, which is played also for this reason, compared to Effect Veiler, which couldn't be activated under the shifter. But as we can see, the Fenrir attacks over. And just the 2 face down, so even the end from Lorenzo doesn't seem to be enough, but shifter is alone. Very scary if you're playing Samurai.
And here with the shifter, what do you think if you're Gianluca? Like, do you try to put up something, or given that you're under shifter?
Do you even have anything to play with? That's the question. But he does pick up the bike, which gets negated by Ash.
Yeah, and passed again.
Yeah, unfortunate start to this duel from Gianluca.
And here, let's see if Gianluca is holding any other hand traps in his hand. There's a Adrenaline Lock being activated by him, and yeah, here there comes the birth that brings the unicorn, and
and this is enough to seal this game potentially. Let's see. He's gonna use the effect. He doesn't really need to do much at the moment. And yeah, we could see a very quick 3 minutes game 1 where Lorenzo just completely crushes his opponent. And this is what we're gonna see. Game 1 is over as fast as it gets, and Lorenzo, although losing the die roll, thanks to a brick from his opponent and a dimension shifter, takes the first game.
Yeah, I mean, this was very unfortunate and unexpected. It can happen sometimes, and unfortunate for Gianluca, it happened in the very first game in the top 8. Still, the match is far from over yet. Now our players are going to side deck, and here, taking a look at Gianluca's side deck, as we mentioned this before, I think that in general the deck just wants to go through and combo off.
Obviously.
So you don't really want to side him that much. Maybe you just want to maybe change something throughout the main deck and the side deck. And he's also playing something that you were not expecting at all, which is the triple tactic style.
Yeah, we mentioned it, how Gianluca is one of the few, if not the only player this weekend using spell and traps in his side deck, although using super heavy.
Yeah.
His theory is, especially for this matchup, that when you go second against a Risart, you can use talent, and then it will get eventually banished regardless. So this can happen, although I gotta say I am still a little skeptic about it, because if they then chain the Risart, the card goes to the graveyard and it can shut down your turn.
Yeah.
But it's working out for him. On the other hand, Lorenzo, although in the main deck is big difference among, and maybe I gotta say, it's not by chance that him and Lorenzo Santoni are the only Kashtira left, because there are few which are maining the impermanence as well.
And I think we've said this before, and also Lorenzo told us that going into an event like this, they were expecting a lot of different decks. So
Absolutely.
I think it's paying off.
But our duelists are ready, so that we can go right back into game number 2. Here they are.
He passed again.
No way! No way, Gianluca just passed again. Back-to-back bricks. This is unbelievable. This could be the record for the fastest match I've ever seen in my life. Wow.
Incredible. We would have never expected this.
Yeah, that's honestly heartbreaking after going 13-0 and then just breaking twice. Wow.
Especially because he saw basically
Yeah, he has a Kaiju Gamma, I think Ash. Oh my god, and the shifter again.
This is unfortunately a pity because Gianluca showed us in round 2 how powerful his deck was and how he piloted it. Unfortunately for him, nothing to do. Let's see if Lorenzo now here with the birth.
Gonna normal summon the Fenrir, use its effect, and here I think Gianluca is considering a response. And it is the Gamma, which he didn't use on the Unicorn, interestingly enough, but he's gonna use right here. Giving his opponent a free banished card from the extra deck.
Yeah.
Very tough, honestly, even to watch. At the same time, here, playing with fire, I think he has Ash, Scales, and a Kaiju. I'm not sure about the last card, but these are 3 of his 4 cards in the end. And probably Lorenzo just needs to play as he did in game 1, as safe as possible, and with the shifter resolved, there are very few top decks that can fight back, regardless.
And here he's just considering the best option to go for. He might be thinking that his opponent is, of course, maybe holding another hand trap, given that if...
Yeah, especially Nibiru would be an interesting one, I gotta say. But as you can see, he just gets the Fenrir back with the birth.
And yeah, this is the third summon.
Wow,
the planet.
and even the planet, which can get hit by the Ash Blossom. Gianluca is thinking about it, gonna go for this, which honestly, if you are Lorenzo, you're pretty happy about. You can just push 2700 damage and call it a day. And what can your opponent even draw into? And that's exactly what's gonna happen. Gonna push 27 and then maybe even end.
Yeah, I think you could also...
I mean, you can make the Shangri-La maybe, but because that's still the 4th summon, so you play around Nibiru. But that's about it. You can even just pass like this. Yeah. I think I do like it. He just passed back. And now Gianluca, unfortunately, draws another hand trap. And wow, I'm speechless. 9 minutes is all it took for Lorenzo.